Right, welcome to another episode of the Weed and Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Rebel Professor Ryan Barton Lash, the eccentric enigma, along with my co-host, Laniya.
Hey guys, I'm back. Woo!
She is back. Had to do a quick episode without her because she was sick, but no worries. We're trying to get ourselves caught back up here with everything. And we're starting that out with Monday Night Raw in Brussels, Belgium. March 17th there of 2025. It's the first live taping of WWE in 40 years in Brussels, Belgium. And yeah, and for a momentous occasion, it is not a momentous Raw.
It's like it took longer than I was alive to get there, and it's flat, absolutely flat. That's flat.
Yeah. And it leads off flat with John Cena doing his first heel promo since he attacked Cody Rhodes there at Elimination Chamber.
Again, like I'm gonna voice how much I don't like Cena to begin with constantly, but no one asked for Cena to be a heel, and if they were gonna make him a heel, he could at least be a good, entertaining one. But he just walks around like this. I can't stand it. I just cannot stand it.
People were asking him to be a heel like 10 years ago.
Yeah, a decade ago would have been awesome.
Yeah, a decade ago it would have worked, and then people also forget that he started out as a heel, and with the Doctor of Thugonomics there.
Yeah, I hate that. That's probably why I hate him, because I can never forget that. I will never forget.
Yeah, I like John Cena as an actor. I like his movies.
I mean, he's
Um,
alright. I don't watch the
yeah,
movies he's accent though. Like they're not horror movies. So, I'm just like, okay.
yeah, he's a part of the PG era, which is just when I was not watching wrestling.
Yeah, I tapped out during that era myself.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
they're
and
boring.
yeah, and a lot of that had to do with the fact that he constantly win, which he talks about. He talks about it in this promo about how I tried to change and then win and win and win, and he just sounds like a very bitter ex-girlfriend. And
Bit of something, but oh,
I would hate the sexist term if the fact that Cody didn't even call him a bitch, but he does. He comes off, like, I'm breaking up with you. Breaking
yeah,
up with you.
very bitchy. Also very clingy. I just
Mhm.
not a Cena. Anyway.
Yeah. I tried to change. I was in an abusive relationship. And the crowd had it right at best when they started saying "shut the fuck up" chants.
I mean, the Cena sucks versus the Let's Go Cena when he first came out to me was like foreshadowing.
Yeah, just how it's like, oh, we got to go back because that's the thing. If you notice, in the last 3 years, which he hasn't won a singles match in over 3 years, um, like when he came back, there was no John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. There was none of that because he was coming back in a respectable enough format. Now, he had like the worst match ever with Solo Sikoa.
I didn't want to think about that. It was just like, oh,
Yeah. And and that's the thing is I've seen John put on good matches and stuff like that. He did great in an elimination chamber. Um but the a whole heel turn, it feels unnecessary in so many ways, and I feel it would have been a much better story if you would have the baby face versus the baby face and the build up and the like changing of times there, because then it would it would make it because it seems like they're slating it up that John's gonna win, that John's gonna end up winning at WrestleMania, and I think if he would have won as a babyface, it would have been that much more bitter towards Cody that he didn't lose to a piece of shit.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
I think it
Well,
would have been. I think it would have been much more heartbreaking, and then eventually able to change him into a heel, which
yeah,
Cody,
yeah, definitely. I mean,
you know,
first of
but
all,
it's gonna take a while before it gets there. He's too over, and he was the only good part of that promo. It was when he came out and just you know fucking they gave you their best. It's not um it's not Kid, it's WWE champion. I like that.
yeah,
You know,
lines. But I feel like, okay, first of all, if anybody's in an abusive relationship, they should leave. If John Cena feels like for 25 years he's been in an abusive relationship, it's time
he
for him
should
to
have
go.
left. He
Yeah,
should
he
have
should
left a long time ago.
a long time ago. I don't know what exactly he was trying to say or who wrote that. Like again, the creative team, the writers. Come on, man. Do they need help? I'm a writer. I can help them down there because
Apparently, it's the Rock's people. Like
it's
that.
not flowing, and it's
Yeah,
and like I don't know who's doing that, but like it just makes him come off so much worse. Again, I
yeah,
don't like Cena, but it's just not coming off. It's not doing it. It's not hitting the way it should.
because if he was gonna come out as a heel, like I would I would have wanted him to be more arrogant and not make this some abusive relationship thing.
All he does is
And
make faces and pisses me off so bad. Like, what are they trying to accomplish with this turn? Like, what exactly are they trying to do? I don't
yeah,
even want to see it through. I just think they should either wrap it up now or drop it completely. What are you doing? Stop.
yeah, but they're not, and it ends up continuing on, next week, which we'll end up getting into in that episode. But I gave that whole promo a 1. I just see zero purpose in the whole storyline. I feel like it would have been, like I said before, I feel it would have been that much better if he would have stayed babyface and they would have had to. I mean, Cody said the same thing. Like, who is this? This is
Yeah.
not John Cena. Bring me John Cena. Yeah, like that's it. Because he even said, I was looking forward to you every week. To the build up, and now I'm not. And it's kind of like Cody was kind of speaking for the fans in a lot of ways,
The
where
ones
it
that
just,
haven't hated him for years.
yeah, this is not the Cena we wanted.
I mean, I
And it
gave it
would,
a 3 because whiny bitch. That did it for me. That's all I needed. So,
yeah, yeah, the whiny bitch. Fair enough. But then next up we got Ludwig Kaiser versus Penta in a no DQ match here. I think this is a pretty good match.
it was alright. I mean, it's what I'm come to expect from Louis Kaiser, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's just what I'm gonna leave it. It's what I come to expect from him.
Yeah. I love the spiral fireworks that he had, that Penta had when he was coming out. It was like the fire that lit up with the spiral
Okay.
fireworks, and then he did the strut to it. I gave that a 10. Um, you,
Yeah,
you
that's
know me,
definitely worth it.
every time that man struts, and he just does it at the best of times, that I'm just like, it's so cool looking.
He has amazing presentation and presence, and I think if they could like play up with that, they'll take him a long way.
Yeah,
Because definitely, I like it.
yeah.
It's good.
Well, Penta said it best in his interview with Chris Van Fleet. where he said a lot of people are trying to say I'm the next Rey Mysterio. I don't want to be the next Rey Mysterio. I want to be Penta.
Yeah, I heard that. And
And
I was really moved by the way he said it and other things he said in that interview. I think he's getting it on all corners. That's what like they need to play up all these like really unique attributes he has, and they'll take him far. I believe.
yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, they do a punch off start, goes to the outside pretty quickly. Um, Penta does his barricade Hurricane Rana, which is sweet, and then he does a big senton too. Then they do a chop off onto the table, and then
Shit.
Penta nailed that death not Penta Lou Kaiser nailed that Death Valley driver.
Yeah, that was
Um,
beautiful. I wasn't expecting it. It was gorgeous.
yeah. Then got the backstabber with a kick out there. Then got a Death Valley driver into another kick out. Then it goes back to the outside. Then back body drop to the table. Then we get a punch out to reverse face slam. That gets a kick out from there too. And that's when Ludwig gets in with the "You will fear me," and he's talking at him, telling him like, "You will fear me. I don't care that you don't have no fear. You will fear me." Um, I love that. Just if they're gonna be playing up the audio and stuff to the cameras and everything during the match, just getting out good heel stuff like that. Like that's times where I'm like, okay, they're using it proper right there.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean the interactions went very well. They're both very skilled, except I mean I wish Louis Kaiser is falling into a role, and if he gets locked there, it's not looking good.
yeah, he doesn't want to stay stuck at the mid card forever.
Yeah,
Um, you know,
especially if he is in the mid card, he's not gonna move up. In
I
my
I think I think the biggest thing that's gonna end up happening is after the draft. I think that he's gonna get drafted probably to SmackDown, and um they're probably gonna keep Gunther over on Raw.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. I think they see them as interchangeable also. So running the magic
Yeah,
though.
yeah, and also I feel that like it doesn't. I'm not sure what the Intercontinental title picture is here, but I could totally see him being a great United States heel champion. I could totally see Ludwig Kaiser pulling that off really well.
Yeah, I mean, right now, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, then after the "You Will Fear Me," there was chair shot to chair pin to an elbow rip. Yeah, that elbow rip that Penta did there, to where he just flew over his arm and just ripped at his elbow there. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Um,
I like this.
then then there was a chair shot kick to the face, and then a Mexican destroyer to the chair, and then a Penta driver on the chair for the finish. Um,
That was gorgeous finish to the steel chair. I liked it a lot. I love the usage of the steel chairs throughout the match. I love chairs. I had two era
yeah,
kid. I went to get hit with chairs and tables. So
everybody had their T, L, and C. Everybody had their tables, ladders, and chairs. I'm a
exactly.
ladders guy when it comes to that. I love the ladder matches.
I'm-
Uh,
I love
um,
chairs. I love things to hit with chairs. I mean, tables, I'll take it or leave it, but it's definitely chairs, ladders for me. That's.
tables is the biggest one with the like faux pas, because you can easily fuck up a table spot.
Like not going all the way through it and it's breaking
Yeah,
after.
yeah. um, you know, but ladders are typically pretty solid. I don't know. They get some of them aluminum ones sometimes that break, which that's always funny. Um,
Hilarious.
yeah, I love it when the legs break. Um, and they got to use another one. But yeah, chairs. I mean, chairs you can use all the time and in so many great creative ways. Uh,
Barbed wire around a chair on fire. So much versatility chairs.
yeah. Um, and then he gets a little interview from Kathy Kelly afterwards. Make the note, Kathy Kelly looking sexy as fuck.
She's very,
As
very
usual.
entertaining. Let's
You
not
know,
forget about those Penta chants. That crowd was going crazy for him.
that crowd loved Penta. He is over.
Yeah,
He is
that pop is insane for him. So
he's gonna get the Slammy Award next year for breakout star of 2025 for
really
sure.
hope he does.
For sure.
He definitely should because he's definitely over, and he's like people beg for him to come. So that alone,
Yeah, he was over from the moment he showed up. Right when I first saw him come out and his whole get up and his match, I was just like, yep, I like him. I
yeah,
like him a lot.
yep. And he wears his favorite colors, so I'm just like, yep.
Yep.
I'm a aesthetically pleasing, so
But I gave the match overall 6.5. Thought it was pretty good match. Thought they went a little up and above.
I wanted more. I like violence. Anyway,
Yeah, fair enough. Then we get a little bullshitter Judgment Day promo to where, um, Finn thanks Dom for getting him an Intercontinental title shot and everything,
I'm just
and
so
then Dom says that he wants Penta as the new member, and Finn calls him a snake for that because he's like, that guy's just going after the title that I'm going after. Like, come on, man.
I mean, I hope they're working towards Judgment Day falling apart because I am so sick of so sick of them.
Yeah, which the build up to it, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that more later with Finn and Braun's match here later. What the build up is going to end up becoming from that. So, but I thought it was crappy promo one.
I'm sorry. I think every promo they've done for like the past like 4 months have been horrendous. So
Yeah.
might be a little biased.
Yep. Then we get Ivy Nile versus Dakota Kai. Um, this match definitely, along with a few other matches, gets jeopardized by the 30-minute long John Cena promo to where they had to cut some stuff out of this match.
They could definitely tell. It seemed rushed. They didn't seem like they're doing their best. Like
Yeah,
it was messy. It was messy. I don't know why
yeah,
Gable's always there, but he's a different story. Just messy. Oof.
yeah. There's a quick exchange to clothesline, punch down to Junior suplex kick out, a counter roll up kick out. Dakota came back with a big boot in the corner. Corner kicks outside, and then it was stopped by Chad's rollout like power slam there.
Yeah,
It was, and then LWO came out and chased down the new Bludgeon Brothers. They're the Creed brothers, but I just remembered the Bludgeon Brothers, Bludgeon Boy, and the New Age Bludgeon Brothers there, and chased Chad Gable out. And then it was a very sloppy finisher to whatever the I think it's called the GTK. Basically, Dakota Kai's doing the
yeah,
GTS. She's doing the GTS, but they're calling it the GTK, and she did it really, really fucking sloppy.
it was so sloppy and it's like it was just so much going on, just kerfluffle, and
Yeah,
and you know what?
I gave it a match of one.
I want to bring back knocking out the refs instead of all the distractions. Because, like, everybody has four
Yeah,
distractions in your match. It's too much for me. Like, come on. Just like
yeah.
quadruple threats. Calm down. Let's stop
And
overdoing good things.
also, Also, it's a women's match. I mean, look back to last week, um, when Lyra Valkyria had her match there with Ivy Nile, it was really good. It
Mm-hmm.
was really good. And then you get her against Dakota Kai this week, and it's all sloppy and rushed, and it's like we
Just
don't need American made drama during this women's match. Like they could just put on a
exactly.
really good match.
Just let them. Yeah, they're so talented. Just let them. Sorry, just like they're so talented. Just let them do what they can do. Like actually, literally can do. But just I don't know. Again, the creative team, the writers need some help. Hit me up because something got changed. Like it's not flowing properly. Like I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. Um. So I gave the match a 1, because of it, because I just thought it was awful.
Yeah,
Um.
I mean, I gave it 3
Yeah.
because there was no one inside the match I actually hated. And I think that's why, like, usually I'm just like, and I hate watching this person, but I didn't feel that. So 3.
Yep. Fair enough. Then we got the Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley signing promo here.
Yep,
This was another sloppy affair that this is another one that we're speaking later in hindsight. It kind of gets itself course corrected on the following Raw.
it
Um
does somewhat.
yeah, yeah, it gets itself somewhat course corrected. But yeah, the whole thing of you know now I love EO in this promo that no one will disrespect me again because I am women's champion.
Yeah, she's so cute. I love it. Mm.
Mhm. And you deserve it chants come out right after she says that, and then Bianca's just like, I'll respect you, don't put your hands on me though. Then Rhea Ripley has entered the chat, and she complained about Io slapping her in the face.
I was just like, I don't like this promo doesn't have to be what it is. She could just walk in there, slap somebody with a like 2x4, and grab a contract. Make it fun if you're gonna continue this boring ass storyline. Like,
Yeah, yeah, just make her like that's the thing. You have 3 baby faces going up against each other. Like, no, just make it disrespectful for all 3 of them. Like,
exactly. Like,
just have
do
all
something
3
else
of
with
them be
it.
wild about it.
I don't know, like yeah, but yeah, woo, that was a thing. Yeah, woo.
Yeah, I mean, look at Charlotte and Tiffany. Charlotte and Tiffany are just brawling their asses off. Over there on SmackDown for their build up, they're not doing too much talking, and the talking that they have done has been good.
Yeah,
You know,
it
you
has
know
been.
the
Like,
but
it's totally different dynamic between them. I don't know why they don't have that dynamic between the other 3 girls, or at least
yeah,
stuff is like it. But they're really playing off of this person more important than this person. This person has to come up. It's like don't tell us what we want to feel. Just give us emotions and we'll feel it.
yeah, and and the other feeling I have about it is that they're probably is still trying to wrap in the whole Naomi thing
Oh,
into it too.
I just keep
You know.
forgetting about her. Do you keep forgetting about her? Because I literally
Yeah.
like.
I'm just ready for Jade to, beat the crap out of her again. I'm just ready to, get that done and over with. Speaking of done and over with, our next match. Jey Uso versus Austin Theory.
Okay, so my first thought when this match started was, "Where's Gunther?"
He's gonna show.
It's getting so effing like regular. They should just make it triple threat like they want to.
Yeah. um, Cultaholic Wrestling actually just did a really good video about how this is like the most divisive WrestleMania kind of main event leading up, because there's like a lot of the crowd is really behind Jay, but then there's also a lot of the crowd that is just really kind of doubting him and kind of feeling that he's almost getting handed this. And it's like, no, the man's not getting handed this shit. He worked his ass off being, the top tag team wrestler
Did they watch
for
the way he worked Heat Up? Did they watch the way he worked Heat Up by himself? Like, literally, he
yeah,
has like teenagers and like middle schoolers screaming "yeet" at each other for no reason. That's
yeah,
enough. That's the only reason you need. There you go.
yeah.
you have
Uh,
you have the people. You should have
he's
the award.
he's over and he's better than Hulk Hogan. you know, let that yeet be our new Yeetamania. I'm all about it. But this match, Jesus Christ, this does not make him look good at
Nothing
all.
Austin Theory makes anybody look good. But Austin Theory shouldn't be a wrestler in WWE.
I, him and Grayson are kind of the perfect, like, just stuck in the mid card tag team.
You would really call him a mid Carter? You would really call him mid Carter? Like on
Well,
paper, he might be a mid Carter, but I don't
well,
think
I mean, yeah, and I mean that's kind of where they end up at half the time. But for this, it's just insulting because I mean, you might not like Austin Theory, but he's a damn sure better wrestler than this bullshit that we got.
Oh, man, but that's why I keep saying every time we see him, he gets worse and worse. I believe I said that in the last podcast where we talked about him. Every time we see him, he gets worse and worse.
Yeah, because
What are they
they're
doing?
writing him up to be worse and worse.
What? And that's my thing. Like, why? Like, are they trying to get him dropped? Like, what are they doing to him? Because
Yeah,
he came in as not a popular character. They paired him up with someone else who was not a popular character, and people don't like the whole thing, the shtick he has, and he's losing, but he does it in a way that makes you like that he's losing, but not in a way that you're gonna get a pop. Just in a way people just like, ugh, that guy lost again. I'm just like, why do you keep doing this to that poor man?
yeah.
And
It doesn't make sense, and apparently John Cena and everybody like caught heat for this backstage because they had to cut so much time out of so many other matches, and this one is just blatant. Um, there's a run-on punch down by Austin Theory, crossbody, and my next note is already like he beats him with a fucking crossbody. Like it's not even a move that Jay typically does. Like,
not at all.
like they didn't even like let him try to just do it with a spear real quick. Come on now, keep it on Hawaii. Do it with a spear.
And that's the thing, like they just make him lose. They're like, here, go out here and lose any way you can. It's like, and
Yeah,
I don't think Theory is the greatest of wrestlers by himself, which makes it like sadder for me because like put him with other people that can make him look like a better wrestler. But you guys are really just hanging him out here to dry. Like that's
yeah,
all.
but they had that, like I said, they had that one run there going to where it seemed like Grayson was going to betray Austin Theory and that they would be able to try and turn him babyface about it, and that would have been good.
That would have been
Um,
great, and I was really hoping for that, and they destroyed it, and I hate it.
yeah, because and that's the thing is the reason why WWE he will, one, never leave, and two, they will never get rid of him is because he was Vince McMahon's last boy. That was Vince's last guy that Vince was really trying to get behind.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
and yeah, simply off of that, they will probably never get rid of him. And not that I think that he needs to be getting rid of. I think they just need to fall back into what they were doing there and turn him face with Grace, against Grayson.
Yeah.
Those two would put on a really good match against each other.
I think it would be a better match than what they're doing right now because it's just.
Yeah, but
And like, I don't like Austin Theory. I think he lacks a lot of talent, but I think he would show more talent if they released him from this little spectacle. He's like a boy band or a wrestler. I don't know what they're doing. It's just.
yeah, it makes no sense. But yeah, obviously I gave that a 1.
You forgot to talk about Gunther. We don't need to talk about Gunther.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was going to talk about Gunther there. Gunther comes out, does the sleeper.
Nobody was shocked. Nobody's shocked. That's it.
I mean, that's it. Jay doesn't come back. Yeah, it's just I give that a 1 too. Just because I'm having to talk about it separately, I'm giving it a 1 too. It's just stupid. Then next one that we get is LWO versus American Made. And they started out fairly aggressively, and then it went to commercial break. And when you come back from the commercial break, you can pretty much tell that the match is almost done. And then there's a 619 springboard splash to the finish. And then I have new luchador run in, which we now know as El Grande Americano.
Grande Americano.
Which we'll get to him when we talk about next week's Raw. But
Yeah.
I still love the fact that they're. This is the only thing I like coming out of American Made is where they're trying to play up that this guy is supposed to be Chad Gable and he's doing all Chad Gable's things, but he's doing it Mexican style.
I don't know. At first, it got me a little bit, but then thought about it. Like, no.
Gracias.
Everybody's like, I think I kind of know what it is. Maybe. I mean, they did that well, at least.
Yeah, that was good. Otherwise, I gave the match a 3 because I am sure that it was probably entertaining for the people in Belgium that got to watch it.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
the rest of us got cut off on that commercial break.
The commercial break longer than match almost. Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Thank you, John Cena. Then Seth freaking Rollins comes out for a promo. Way too many woes. The whoa chants went on
Felt like it
way
went on
too
longer
goddamn
than
long.
the fucking Raw show. Like,
Yeah, and the thing is too, and I blame Seth, but I don't blame Seth to where he could cut off the chants. He could
I mean,
cut
he
off the
tried.
chants.
He definitely tried a couple of times. They did.
He tried a couple times, but then he just finally got like into it again, and I'm just like, way too many fucking whoa-ohs.
They did his chant during other people's matches, though. So
Yeah.
he had nothing to do with that.
Catchy tune.
Yeah, which is something like I'm just like, is that Seth freaking Rollins tuning? Like during people's matches. Yeah, that was not his fault at all. They just like this song.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah, then there are CM Punk chants, and then there are OTC chants. And then Seth gets into that he would have done the same thing that Roman did to him by by ripping him out of the cage and doing that. And that he's going to see everybody at SmackDown. That's that. I gave it a 1. I'm just like, no, there's no point in this.
yeah,
There was no point in that.
there's no point. If I could give it less than a 1, I would. So it's gonna stand at 0 to me because absolutely unnecessary. It was dumb,
Yeah,
moronic. Like who? I don't know. I don't
I
know.
love you, Seth, but god damn it, that was dumb.
It was, and it felt like someone was like, "Hey guys, a time filler." What do you mean time filler? You have matches that could have went longer, you bastards.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know what was going on there. This whole
Yep.
fuck up altogether. But yeah.
Yeah, then we get a little AJ Styles carrying Cross promo of carrying Cross steering up more stuff of AJ Styles hating Logan Paul, and I love it because it's really short and it's really simple, and just like how AJ's like, I know what you're trying to do to me, trying to get me to get on to Logan Paul about all that stuff, and it's not working. All right. And then he walks away, and Karrion Kross is Scarlett is there, and he's just like, I think it's working. I think it's working a little bit.
Yeah.
I
Freaking
I
dumb.
just love I just love devious Karrion Kross. Um, give me the Karrion Kross effect on everybody. We might be able to blame Triple H for making everybody heels on there, but you know that's his
At least
little
Karen Cross could help
that's his
work it
little tool.
properly.
What's that?
Karen Cross could help work it properly, not just make everyone heal. It's like, yeah, do what you want. Like he can actually give them motivation.
Yeah, but Karrion's just doing his job. You know, he's doing it well. So I gave it a
Yeah.
5. Because I'm like, Carrion's doing exactly what I expect him to do. Be funny. And be
Yep.
devious.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Alright. And then to finish out main event, we get Finn Balor versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. Um we get a bitch start out uh where fucking Finn is just acting like a bitch in the start to a shove down, and then from a headlock, he gets slammed down by by Braun, and he starts barking. And I marked the right after the headlock, dogs are out, because all of Belgium there started going right along with him. The dogs are out. Um, yeah, from there, get a side headlock takedown by Finn. Then there's a kick out from the pin. Then he does a shoulder thrust in the corner. Then we get a sling blade when they go outside there. Then there's a punch out to a twisted Russian leg sweep that Finn does, which looked really cool. That's when he starts doing the little stomp outs on him. You know who I am? You know who I am? Know who I am? Hey, there's certain stuff to it, and it's little stuff like that to where I'm just like, I do know who you are, Finn Balor, and you need to get the Judgment Day shit over with so you can just be either a bad guy or a good guy. You're good at both of them. Just please do it by yourself.
Um.
Do
Or
it
he
by
could just
yourself.
disappear. I mean, I am on the Finn Balor disappear for a little while and come back with totally different shtick and image and haircut. I'm on that team. I vote for that. But anyway,
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. Disappear from my TV.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah. But then from there, we get a dog pumping back up flying elbow toss into a suplex. Like he did this big pumping back flying elbow, and then just tossed him up into a fucking suplex. Like, just Braun Breaker is just another being. You know,
He's, I love
he's
it.
he's really something else.
Steiner. That's
Yeah,
it.
he's Steiner. Then we get a midair power slam And then Dom and Carlito entered the chat. We get a fake out roll up kick out, and then a snap reversal to another kick out. And then Finn chops away and then gets reversed into a badass clothesline. Make a note, Braun is too fast. And then he does his glorious ringside clothesline where he does it at the table. That's apparently become his thing now. That's
I like it. It's
yeah.
different.
Yeah, the clothesline from the apron into the table, and he pulls it off. He gets air every time he does it.
Definitely does.
He gets air. um, then from there, get a sling blade into his big dinosaur drop kick, which Finn just always does that dinosaur drop kick really great. He misses the coup de grace, and then but then he comes back at him with a clothesline when he gets up, kicks out. Braun does stops his climb up, and then that's when Dom comes up and starts fiddling with Braun, and when he pushes Braun, it shoves himself into the ropes and knocks down Finn into where he drops right onto his balls. And he just looks
My
at him.
favorite part of the whole match.
And Finn knows how to sell shit like that so well too. Like
He
he,
sold
he
it
just
very well.
he's just like, looking dead ass at Dom. Um, then then that's when he props up and does the Breakensteiner. That's what they're calling his version of that pop-up Frankensteiner that he does. They're calling it
So
the
dumb.
Breakensteiner.
They need to think of a different name. Like when I heard it, I was like, "Ooh, that is ugly. It's not even cute." And ew. Mm.
Yeah. And then and then he goes out with the spear finish. Then the team runs in, to beat him up, and then Penta runs out,
I
to
love
help
the
out Braun.
Pinto and Braun thing they have going on. I like it. Different dimensions. Definitely gonna raise them both to different levels because the crowd loves both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I think whoever did that was smart, very, very smart. Bring them both in. They both have those initial amazing pops. Put them together, see what happens. I see good things happening from that.
And Braun has set himself up perfectly to just be that one man army. To where it's just like he doesn't need to be good or bad. He's a dog. He's just a bad dog. That's all he is. Yeah, and just
He has the whole Steiner personality. That's why I say he's a Steiner. That I'm a one man wrecking machine. I can do it all myself. They always had that whole mentality.
yeah,
So I'm really not shocked that they carry along with him, especially because they're trying to pull back to a lot of legends and stuff like that now. So really not shocked, but he's doing it very well. And literally, it's his uncle and his dad. So
yeah,
uncle
yeah.
and dad.
Yeah, you're running theory that that it's not really. I just I saw a picture of Rick of Scott's son, who apparently he's going to be getting up into the wrestling here too.
And he looks like
Uh,
Braun. That's all.
um, no, he kind of looks like Rick. So I think it's just like
If
either.
Rick's kids look just like him, except Braun, though. So
Yeah, so I think what we're just seeing is just those super close Steiner genetics to where it's just like, okay, yeah, he can look like him. Yeah, they are blatantly related.
or
Mm.
something more scandalous. Done. Anyway,
But otherwise, I gave that match just a 5.5. I feel it did what it needed to do. Um, you know,
I gave it 6.5. I love the putting together of Penta and Braun. I love to see it. I like how they're doing it. I think they establish it well, so I want to see more.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm definitely excited for that. That's going to be the not the Raw that we haven't gone over yet. But that's going to be the upcoming Raw. It's going to be those two going at it, and that's going to be an awesome, awesome match.
I cannot wait for it.
Yeah. But otherwise, that wraps it up for this episode of the Whedon Wrestling Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, help us out any which way that you can.
Smash that like.
Smash, smash that like you're wanting the championship. We're going for it.
All right, well, see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
I think I did.